Everyone, I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Richmond Township Board of Trustees. It's November 13th, 2019. Would everyone please stand and join me in the pledge? I pledge
allegiance to the flag
of
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Sure. Mr. Bose.
Here.
Izzy LaFontaine. Here. Sandy Greenman.
Here.
Tom Southwell.
Here.
Darren Coleman.
Here.
Next, we have the presentation of agenda. Does anyone have any changes or additions to the agenda? I would like to make one addition under public comment. We're going to have a presentation by Ken Woodcock, the committee chair for the Macomb County PDR committee. If there are no other changes, we will go ahead and get to public comment now. And I'm going to have you go ahead if you want to get up and review the letter that you sent us today.
Thank you, Madam Chair, board members. Has everybody received a copy of the letter? Okay. And we're doing a review of the state of Michigan since first time since 2007 has been an application cycle to give out grant money to reserve funds. Macomb County has two parcels, one being here in Richmond, the other one's in Beach. And I like to relate to like the state's buying a car and looking for the best deal we can get. And we would like to try for the best pitch forward. Back in 2005, when we did the first application, there were 5 townships in this group. And at the time, each one contributed $1,000. But part of the state's scoring system is what kind of commitment is the local unit of government, the community, willing to show that their intent and support of trying to preserve farmland. Through that effort back in 2005, Macomb scored the highest, and we were able to receive a grant for over $272,000 and preserve 2 parcels. So this year, we're trying to put our best foot forward again, and asking each of the 6 townships if they would be willing to pledge, not give right now, but pledge that if the committee can come up with remaining funds to close the deal, the township would contribute $500, which will be paid at the closing. Again, if we come up with the funds to do it. To have a letter indicating that to send in with our application, which is due by December 23rd, hopefully will give us a little bit more edge and show the commitment of the communities here. So that's why I'm here tonight on one part asking. And the next part, real quick, will be afterwards about the responsibilities of closing on the deal. If we get the funds and if the parcel here in Richmond has funds to complete it. Excuse me, so I'm here to ask if you have any questions or things I could explain on the first part about the pledge.
Does anyone have any questions before we?
Ken, are we the first township you're going to as far as meetings?
Yes. Same issues coming up tonight, same time in our meeting township. And DJ Carrick, who's one of the representatives from all the communities, doing the presentation.
Go ahead, the follow-up question, how did you pick 500 as opposed to 1,000?
Well, I should have worded it differently, minimum of 500 or whatever more Richmond Township will let us pledge. Excuse me, but we went through some trying times. We don't want to try to overburden the township. We were grateful for your support, and again, this committee was formed by the township, so we're just trying to carry out with your approvals what you intended this to do back in 2000 when we started this, and that was to meet the state requirements to apply, do the applications and scoring, and try to help the applicant and townships through the process to try to preserve farmland. And we were very successful the first year, And the way the state's funding for this program was, it was tied to, unfortunately, farmland being sold. And when building came to a standstill, and this department, in the Department of A, was solely funded on funds coming in to get money out. 2 years ago, the state redid it. Now this program has a steady funding source, and they're hoping and planning to have application cycles each year. Currently, 1.9 million is being made available for grant money to go out, and they're figuring that through each year with at least maybe 1.5 million being available. So we don't, one thought was don't want to convert it because hopefully it'd be great if each year we got more applicants and the state has application cycles and we might be coming back to you. So that's why I went with 500. But if you want to make a motion off the motion,
Does anyone else have any questions? I would just like to ask a couple. Is this something you said the application is due to the state by December 23rd?
correct?
So our next meeting is December 11th. If we were to put it as an action item on our agenda, would that be timely fashion, or would it just be better all around if we added it under new business this evening?
If you could do it this evening, because the Macomb County Planning Department and Industry Extension is helping us fill out the application. Yeah, I don't know why.
No, I was like,
Hit a hiccup and something gets derailed.
okay, that's what I wondered. I didn't know.
Sorry for sending that letter out so late, but Monday was Veterans Day, and knew the township offices weren't open. Boy, you got it. But otherwise I would, but I was busy. I didn't try to
That's
find
okay, you're here tonight.
and trying to beat this nice weather that came.
Lovely.
Yeah, and I'm kind of showing the effects of being out there.
Okay.
But if you could do it, then the other part is, if we get money, and if we can go to the second item, the second grade parcel. We have two parcels, the one from Bruce scored higher than the one from Richmond. If possible, if the township would do a letter saying we are willing to take care of the appraisal costs and the closing costs. Because we're in a competition, I think, about 20 other entities in the state to get funding. To show the commitment and less burden on the state for showing that you really mean it, because that's what you did the first time, was get the appraisal and the closing costs.
Do you know how much those are approximately?
Closing costs, I do not know.
Okay.
The appraisal, I talked to one from our left, and does a lot in the state on this type of stuff, and also in other states. And depending on how things run in that, it could be from $2,700 or $3,000. So that's why I want to be upfront with you about this item and make them up. Not that afterwards you say, we never told us that. So, but if it could be, if this is agreeable, two different letters that could go into the application to show the state, us here in home, mean business, and this is what we're going to do if we're granted some grant money. Yep.
One letter showing we put in the $500 or whatever for the application, and then a separate letter showing we'd be willing to assume the closing and appraisal cost on the parcel of Richmond Township. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
So we're just trying to put everything together and do the best pitch we can. And hopefully remove the date.
All right, does anyone have any more questions?
Just so I understand it correctly, this is just for an application to receive funding to purchase whatever parcels that we find if we're awarded this money, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
As part of the state's application, the requirements was the entity had to be qualified, which Richmond Township is, the state is willing to pay 75% of the TDR value up to a limit of $5,000. And there's where we have to show where the other remaining 25% to purchase and development rights will come from. Part of it can come from the landlord, willing to donate, not take for a while. And the other part, we're trying to do it this way to show we need it. And again, the pledge is if we get the funds to complete the purchase. And again, that being in Richmond, might be just enough funds to do proof. We don't know.
Any other questions? Any questions? We're all set. Thank you so much for coming tonight. I guess what I'm looking for is if someone would make a motion at this point, since we're past the agenda, to add other new business discussion of funding PDR application.
Move to discuss the funding of the PDR application in new business 13A.
Is there support?
I'll support.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion is carried. Okay, now we will move to any other comment. This will be public comment on items that are on the agenda right now. Does anyone have a comment on that? Or, I do believe Mr. Yarch did say you had a short presentation as well. Did you want to come up and do that?
Yeah, I'll go on later. Whatever's your protocol.
Well, generally, we have, unless it's a presentation itself, as we just had, we will do public comment on agenda items only at first, and then when we get to the end, we do public comment on whatever.
I will comment during the appropriate time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Are there any other public comments on agenda items? Anyone? No? Okay, so, next item on the agenda is the approval of minutes of the October 9th, 2019 regular board meeting. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved. Support.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion is carried. Next item on the agenda is the consent agenda. On the consent agenda this month, we have the building department report, the office manager report, and the NEMC minutes. A motion would be in order to approve the consent agenda either as presented or amended. If you're going to amend it, please state which item you'd like to offer.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Is there support? Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion is carried. Next item on the agenda is the financial reports. Kathy has presented us with a list of bills. Are there any questions for Kathy on the bills this month? Hearing no questions, a motion would be in order to approve and pay the bills as presented.
So moved.
Or any further discussion? Hearing none, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion is carried. Next item on the agenda is the treasurer's report. Bob?
Okay, for the month of November, we have in the general funds, fire fund, $639,006.31. The tax account was $114,377.61. The other PNC accounts, being recreation, EMS, senior, and payroll, we have $43,517.95. In the investment accounts, $382,183.46. And then purchase of development rights account, $14,786.48. We're a grand total of $1,193,871.81. As in the past, I've provided you with the fiscal year revenues through the end of October, and also our investment accounts, certificates of deposit, and also North Star Bank. Just to remind everybody, we have a CD that's maturing in January of next year, and then the other CD is maturing in June and July of next year also.
Okay. Are there any questions for Bob on the treasurer's report? Hearing none, that will be approved as presented. Next item on the agenda, the treasurer has requested that we approve MISD collection of 2020 millage the summer 2020 tax collection. Did you want to discuss that, Bob?
We haven't received our yearly letter from the Macomb Intermediate School District to approve the collection of their 2020 tax levy in the summer of 2020. So we need a resolution to accept that request and collect their MISD collection on our summer tax bills.
All right, the motion would be in order to approve the Richmond Township Treasurer collecting the 2020 summer MISD tax bills.
I'll make a motion.
Is there support?
I'll support it.
Any more discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion is carried. Next item on the agenda, farmland preservation, which, did you have anything you wanted to add tonight?
No, I think that Ken pretty much covered it. That's what we did. At the last meeting, I didn't attend because they were discussing two parcels and needed one parcel with mine. The stuff they were gonna vote on doing this stuff and everything, so I did. But that's basically what we're in the process of doing. Planning and economic development scored the parcels for us. And they came up, the one like Ken said, the one Bruce scored first. Mine scored second. But it still doesn't mean we might be able to still, depending on what kind of grant money we get. They're going to be helping us write the grant. And that's going to be a big help for us, to help us.
Absolutely.
So, and that's the process we're in. And we might be meeting again this month.
November 21st,
The
8
21st.
a.m. Great Township.
We've been having morning, we've been trying to work out pretty good. So we're meeting again because it's kind of coming to a head. And the good news is like Ken said, the state, they feel that they might be able to have a program every year.
That's exciting.
So that's going to be, if they can do that, it's going to be pretty. And Ken does sit on the state board.
Okay.
Could it be a positive? Could it be a negative?
Let's go with the positive. Let's go with the positive. I like it.
But other than that, unless you have any questions.
Just we talked about scoring burn, what do they look at when the county scores? Obviously the quality of property, but like Ken mentioned, if the community volunteered to pay for the closing costs and appraisal, does that help in the scoring process?
Well, that will help more at the state level, not so much at our level. What we're looking for is how much developmental pressure you're under. That's why the one in Bruce scored over the top of ours. But, let's be honest, Bruce is under much more developmental pressure than we are. And they have a piece, a parcel that they preserved last time, is right next to the parcel they want to do now. So, because they want to try to get a group, but we're doing pretty good too. We got two there right now, basically in the same neighborhood. We could get some more. The state kind of looks at that too, but that's what we look at too. And like you said, the quality of ground and things like that.
Okay. That's good.
Any other questions for her? No? All right, next we have the building report. Jeff isn't here. Get anything in particular from him? Does anyone have to give anything to anyone? No? Other than he's in Florida, that's the Okay. What?
Everything was fine on
Furnace?
permits.
Which is awesome.
So,
That was good. Like it. Okay. Next, we have the assessor's report. Everybody's had this from Chris. If anyone has any questions or concerns, I'll be happy to take those back to Chris and Lisa.
When's Chris's last day?
I just talked to Lisa the other day, and we will get to keep her through the March board review,
Oh.
which I'm super excited about. And Lisa did say she would bring the person that will be taking Chris's
Yeah,
job.
I did see that.
So that's, I think it'll be good for us to meet them. Okay, we are now down to unfinished business. We have the update on the goals and objectives. One thing that I obviously felt bad, I missed the meeting last month, but I really felt bad about was, I know we wanted to discuss memorials for former board members. And, you know, I talked to Jeff about that. I know, you know, Bob, you had brought that up, and Vern talked, I mean, we all kind of had some thoughts on what might be good ideas to do. And, you know, I thought maybe this would be a good time to actually get that memorial brick started. It would be something that people would be able to see when they come in. Since it would be the responsibility of the township board members personally to pay for this, you know, it would be something we wouldn't be asking all of us to throw $500 a year in for something like that, I don't think. So I had Jeff, I called him and asked him, and he talked to B&E. And I guess the way they do this is, you know, they get a spot and they put, for instance, 50 empty bricks down. And then when we would decide to, say, put something on there for Mr. McKernan, they would take the brick out, and it would be engraved, and they would just place it back in there. I don't exactly know how much they are. I know at the city they charge $50.
Yeah, $50 a brick.
But if we were doing our own, you know, I don't know, they're a historical society, so I don't know if there's any profit margin on there or not. But anyways, I wanted to open it up and hear what you guys thought about, would that be a good idea? Do you want to look at something else? Whatever you have in mind is good to investigate.
I would want, you know, we're not gonna have, it's not gonna be overly big.
Nope.
I don't know, I would think we almost want to do something here or something, in the lobby instead of being outside. Something that's gonna be seen or noticed.
Good.
I'm not against doing one outside of that.
Well, Kathy had told me before the meeting that you want to explain it to them?
It's just, I know a few people, I don't know, my family pretty much knows of a few people that do like the donor walls. You see it at the hospital,
Yeah.
or when it works with iron, whether it's
Yeah.
rough or it can be inexpensive and it can be super expensive
Yeah.
depending on who you go with. And we could put it here on the wall and it would be here forever. We don't have to worry about weather or anything. And there are people that are actually sure, there's some that do it on the side, but there's actual legitimate people. Andy graduated with Charlie Penrod, he has his own business doing it. You know, that could carry it on for you as it goes. But I thought Jeff was talking about doing something with like a landscape.
That's where he was talking about putting the bricks.
Yeah, because it's so bad there, where with the water an issue, where that would be a perfect place if we did that, but for drainage alone and cobblestone around it, not cobblestone.
No, I know what you're saying, putting
Yeah.
keystone and stuff, so.
Yeah,
And I don't have a preference one way or the other. It would be true if it were inside when people would see it. You know, when you're walking in, I don't, like if it's a beautiful layout, you might be looking down, but if like something like this, you never see it. So, thoughts?
You know, when I was thinking about this, I immediately thought about something inside the building.
Okay.
Something that we could move, if we remove the building, whatever. And I don't know if it would be in this room or maybe even when we were also in Richmond Township. But I like Kathy's idea.
I can find out those people and get prices if you want.
Yeah, I don't dislike the memorial garden, the brick idea as a separate type of thing.
Right.
People could decide to memorialize where they wish.
Like mine, yeah, do something, like buy a brick for over there. Chris, any thoughts?
A few thoughts, and I like everybody's idea. They did at one point this summer, we did some business with Laser Marketplace in Richmond for other activities that were involved, and I did mention that to them about the bricks, just because I was curious. And they said they do handle it out there. They have some machine, I mean, they do more than just wood, laser engraving, they do bricks and Lexon, they engrave, so if you wanted something inside, they could do a Lexon, or they can engrave and even be a battery light up if you want to. And they do
It's kind of
all
cool.
sorts of different things, so I mean, that would be something to consider too.
Important to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Well,
love the business and.
could you maybe get some, more definite information on that, bring back pictures for
I
next
can't,
month?
and no was anybody who gave me some small things.
And Kathy did that as well.
Yeah, but that lady at Laser Mark is awesome to work with.
Yeah,
They're
we work with-
great people.
Yeah, we went to Jeff up there, I think if you don't.
You know what to do with that.
So we got a few things from her on that.
Yeah, we did. We did, so.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll have, you'll bring some ideas from her and Kathy will get some and we can talk about it again at next month. But I think maybe inside might be able to something like that as well. So the other goals and objectives, we did get the personnel policy approved. And I talked to Chris Monday, she was going to do the reformatting of this business account right now. You guys did look at the October meeting, the cost for the approach and the sign, and those we will be discussing at budget time. We'll just discuss that. Let's see what else we have. Work on the recreation master plan update continues. Lori said that, was it by February, Lori, we should be having that ready to go, or was it at the January meeting, we'd be holding the public hearing, and then February it will go to the state. Tomorrow morning I get to send out my RFPs, and I did speak with the two members from the Department of Roads today, and they were encouraging about the fact that they may be willing to help someone with the medical issue. Very happy about it, yeah. So,
Really pass this to Kathy, that's the application that I signed for the cybersecurity insurance that Steve wanted to sign, so it's in the process, I guess.
Yeah, he was calling, tracked you down, and
Yeah.
thank you for doing that. So it's all good.
Should be here soon, hopefully.
right. Any other questions or comments on the goals and objectives? I think we're moving along well. All right, hearing none. Next, we just have a couple of articles that we try to have on the medical marijuana. Obviously, that seems to be having become more controversial. Okay, at this point, we are going to move on to new business. We did add the items to discuss regarding the home PR committee and their application. Since requested that 2 letters be sent, I'd like to do these motions. I'd like to do 2 motions. So let's start with, a motion would be in order to agree to add, put an amount there, up to however much, $500, or do you want to do more, in support of making our the grant application more attractive to the state.
I'll make a motion that we approve $1,000 for the grant application to the state in conjunction with the PDR program.
Is there support?
I'll support that.
Is there any discussion?
I would like to have a roll call.
Absolutely, I was going to do that. Yep.
And so we're on the discussion portion. And the reason why I've increased it to 1,000, we did that last time. I don't want it to appear that we're not supporting it to the same extent we did the last time in this program, which is something I was involved in more actively at that time on the BDRP. So that's the basis for my making a request for $1,000.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Sure, Zolka,
Aye.
DeVos,
Aye.
LaFontaine, aye, Greenhill,
Aye.
and Coleman.
Abstain.
Motion is carried. So we will get 1 letter to you stating that. And the second motion that would be in order, the motion would be in order approving to offer to pay for the appraisal and closing costs for the park, for the grant application to the state regarding our PDR committee, the grant application that will be made in December of this year. And if you want to have a better way to word it, I'm all for it. I'm like, I know, it's there somewhere. I would take a motion in that order of some sort.
Do we want to put a, sorry, before we want to
That's okay.
put a amount, like, not to exceed amount, or just to cover closing costs and appraisal, or?
I I fear if we put an exceed amount,
It would stop.
it would, yeah, like, if we're gonna do this, this is my personal thought. If we're gonna do it, I just wanna do it.
Okay.
That's just, I don't know how everybody else feels, but that's how I feel.
I'll make that motion again, that as we had in the past when we had the Richmond Township property, I make the motion that we agree to pay the appraisal costs and the closing costs on the Richmond Township property as approved for the grant funding from the state and PR fund.
We have support on that.
I'll support that.
Is there any further discussion?
Well, you mentioned what I wanted to say, is it's the Richmond parcel that is chosen. Okay.
Okay. If there's no further discussion, we'll do another roll call on this.
Sure.
Okay, please.
Zolka,
Aye.
Kathy LaFontaine, aye. Krista Rose,
Aye.
Cindy Greenhouse.
Aye.
Aaron Coleman.
I'm saying,
Motion's carried. Thank you. So we will have to get those letters together. They're coming from me, I assume?
From Richmond Township.
Yeah.
To.
And we know how to get a hold of you, so we'll figure out the best way. I'd probably get a hold of Jonathan, and I'd like to bother him sometimes. When would you, is the beginning of the week next week, so
Yeah.
then?
Aye.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you for coming. Thanks a lot. Okay. Now we move to items for next agenda. So on the next agenda, and I'll give you these two, Kat, if you want. So far, I know we have set the public hearing for the block grant funding. Our yearly review of the boards and commissions roster. I believe that the auditor will be here. We will have that. We will obviously have to approve the audit, and then we will be approving the auditor's contract as well. So that's what I know so far.
You might as well put on there expected letters from the college and the school districts on the collection of some of the tax managers, but I'm just not sure which ones are coming in on time this time.
Anyone have anything else?
You should have that.
So they're having the public hearing, we approve it, based on their recommendation, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Goals update?
What?
The goals update?
Yep, that's always on there, but I will make sure, yep. We're full, we're not even a day after this meeting. I think this is a pretty good one, so. Anything else?
Can we discuss what we're going to do for the holidays with the girls?
Sure.
I mean, did we leave that out to discuss it every year to figure out how many?
yeah, we should use a memorial check.
Yeah, we're gonna do that in the goals and objectives, we'll bring everybody,
Yeah.
Kathy and Chris will bring stuff back to look at. Which would be good. Okay. Anything else? No. All right, now we are under the part of the agenda that's for general public comment. Comment on anything you wish. If you'd like to comment, come forward and state your name, please.
Good evening, Council Supervisor and all board members. I'm Jeff Garrett, you may know me, I'm the state representative for the 33rd House District, which I'm proud includes Richmond Township. Thank you again for opening up your township hall, allowing me to conduct my listening tour. I get around all 9 of my communities and make a point to, one, appreciate that opportunity to allow residents to come in and share their concerns, have an open dialogue about issues. And also, part of this is attending all 9 board and commission council meetings throughout my district to kind of report back. I feel I owe that to you. My view is that we are partners in service to our residents. As coming from local government, I really believe in continuing to promote that. So this is kind of my report card back to all of you, what I've been doing. So I'll try to make this brief. I know you're kind of having a short meeting, but I'll try to zip through. Just kind of letting you know the budget, the government, state government obviously kept working. Despite what the media said, there wasn't a government shutdown, unlike the federal government. We did get to a budget. There are some disagreements still between the legislature and the governor. Our governor has vetoed a number of things, and his administrative board, I think, unfortunately, moved and vetoed a number of pieces of funding that I think are important, and I think the discussions are going to continue, but state government is still functioning and is available. I want to tell you about some of the bills I'm working on, specifically township, House Bill 5247, we just introduced that allows, and let me stress, allows a township to have nonpartisan elections. Cities can have nonpartisan elections, and it doesn't require townships to have nonpartisan. It merely allows a township to say, we would prefer to have a nonpartisan election. So, granting some of those options if the community wanted to go that way. Understand, a lot of my beliefs, I believe in local control. So I like offering communities those options and those tools, not forcing them, but fundamentally giving those a tool in their toolbox and let them decide what's best for their community. A few other things, House Bill 4678. This is the clerk, you may be interested in this. The fact is, if your community less than 10,000, you can't do the required elections training of your election workers. It all has to be done by a community above 10,000 with the county. I had another clerk in my district bring up this issue that she would like to train her own people because the difficulty of sending election workers to other communities. She'd like to have that opportunity. So I've introduced that bill to allow for that to happen. So I'm trying to move that along. It doesn't require smaller communities to do the training. It just merely says, yeah, I'd like to do the training myself. I would like to be able to do it. So I come from a community of 5,500. I kind of think it's discriminatory for smaller communities to somehow say, that you're not capable just because you're from a small community. I really have an issue with that. I think I'm a pretty capable person and just from a small community, and I carry that message too. So that bill does that. 4176. The disabled veterans property tax exemption that was passed a number of years ago. I think it's a great benefit to do for our disabled veterans, except I think this is really a state benefit the state made local government pay for. So I think I really hope this Lansing is starting to get more headway with other legislators, kind of understanding that really the veterans property tax exemption is really meant to be a state benefit, and that the state should probably pay for reimbursement on the government. So I'm continuing to try to get some momentum on that piece. Also, regarding roads funding, I know that the governor put out this 45 cents per gallon promoting that idea. I want to share with you there's no actual bill to do this. Nobody's actually introduced a bill. That neither Democrat or Republican have introduced her bill. So at this point, it is our governor's idea to do this. So I just want to share with you there's no bill on that. The House's position has been to look within the House's budget, within our own budget. In 2015, there was a roads plan that was $600 million new money, which was increasing the registration fees and gas tax. And then over so many years, we're going to add more general fund money. Interesting enough, I had a bill last session, this session, to accelerate the implementation of the 2015 road plan, which would take more general fund money and fully implement it. It actually wasn't going to be implemented fully for another year. And basically, it wouldn't increase your gas tax registration, but how fast we put general fund money in. So interesting enough, the legislature's budget actually included fully funding the 2015 road plan a year early. And it's not just Bill I had, a lot of people were talking about that, so, we did that. Governor ended up vetoing that, about $375 million for roads. We're a little disappointed by that. She didn't think it was enough. My feeling is you don't get more money by turning down money. You accept what you receive, then you say, then you argue that there should be more funding. I don't know how we get to more money by turning down funding. Does a little piece, although not necessarily a local government issue, but so much, but car insurance. We did pass car insurance reform that's going to go implemented over the next few years as a process. Today, I wanted to share, we're kind of excited here at the Michigan Catastrophic Claims Association announced a major reduction in their fees they're going to charge next year. So the first part of this process is taking effect, and we're going to continue to work to try to address this. Not necessarily a local government issue, well, obviously I'm sure those communities that have vehicles, but I just thought it was a good thing to kind of share that things are getting done. So lastly, I'm going to stay after the meeting, so if anybody has any questions, and I'm always available to the board if there's issues that come up. Absolutely want to work with you. I have bills in many of my communities where Armada Village had a concern, so I introduced a bill that addressed on some of their concerns. So I have a number of bills trying to help local government do a better job by breaking down the barriers that I think the state sometimes puts in our way. So thank you.
Any questions? I just want to comment, I did contact Jeff a couple times, you guys were great to get right back with me and get me the answer I needed, so I appreciate that, thank you.
Glad to work with you.
So, does the board know, who's on, sorry, any other trouble with public comment? My apologies. Nothing? Jim?
I have a couple of thoughts, in listening to what was going on along the road, I wonder if we could pave it in Crediton and what avenue we could take. Maybe I can work on that. It's a separate issue. Maybe I get some leadership from supervisor on how to go about doing that.
Sure, I can help you with that and talk to you about that.
But I think that'd be a good effort for everybody from the road as well. People don't want to go through our meter, or either busy, whatever, that one of those good bypass. It's my thoughts.
Now, does the board, any comments from the board?
Right, only thing I'll make sure the board knows about, we talked about the cable, and what's going on there, but I got a check from Comcast, and they separated the monthly amount from the pay fees,
Yeah.
so we have agreed on doing it.
When we approve the franchise fee, we discussed this.
Okay, so, what do we,
They get the same amount that they've been getting, we write them a check.
so I have to give that along to, I'll give you a copy of that, and you know what the check is for.
That's correct, right? And that's what I understood, they were, that Comcast was giving us all the money instead of sending it directly to NEMC, it was our job to then write a check to NEMC for the amount.
For the pay.
For the big one, yes. Yep.
So that check will, that amount's always gonna come to you,
It's
right?
always going to be directly deposited to our account. I have to let them know send a deposit, which is quarterly, so when I get the evidence on quarterly.
You'll forward it to me.
The check.
Write a check. Perfect, okay.
There will be eventually increases coming for subscriber numbers and possibly more than what we've been paying, but they're trying to get numbers from Comcast still. As of the last meeting, as you can see in the minutes, it was stable, and still waiting on that. So no new news on it.
Did you say it was quarterly then?
I think we get that check.
Any other board comments?
What did you find out about
Just when they talked to me today, I mentioned I was going to talk to you about getting the ditches along there, some drainage, and they said they would be sending someone out when it, basically when we can see better what was going on out there right now with the snow, they're going to be able to, but, you know, he did mention there was, with the ditch was full, it doesn't look like there's a lot of place for it to go. Now, I think probably the ground was just eroded. So.
Can I have one? Closs Road, I would think needs some drainage because last rain, they're almost at road level going down that entire road. And I called and I mentioned, Magnet needs some work because they're right at the road level as far as ditches go. The last rain we had, that's pretty severe through there.
They've done some ditch.
They've been doing a lot. I've seen
They've done some
camping
ditching.
everywhere around those, and the ditching. Yeah.
Walker was all right, but he's right back, but they have done some ditching there. But you remember Longwood was the one we were going to do next year.
Yeah, and I said we should really keep on addressing it.
Yeah.
For sure.
I was gonna bring it up if we had done a limestone log road, and if not, maybe we might want to consider that.
That's what we had kind of made that.
Yeah, I thought we said something
At
that.
the end of that, we did Andrews Road.
Yeah,
Father brought it up, we should do it all the way to the black.
yeah.
Good. Okay, at this point, I'm going to entertain a motion to go into closed session. Support. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Which is carried. Great. And we'll be back shortly. I would like to call the regular session back to order. And basically what I'm looking for now is just a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
Is there support? All those in favor say aye. You close the closed session, so I'm just going to have a motion to adjourn the regular meeting.
So.
And there's a support move. All those in favor say aye. Motion's carried. Thank you very much. Everyone have a nice Thanksgiving.
When is that? Next month.
Monday.
It's Monday?
We're having a baby. Well, we're not.